you will get slightly bored along the way of the journey, but that's not a bad thing. It comes with any type of style of hair that you have. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the frustrations that I have gone through, and I know talking to some of you guys on Instagram and social media, some of the frustrations you have with your locks as well. I'm going to try my best to answer them. And I don't know if you can actually hear my mum like singing in the background and making noise in the background. We're actually getting ready for church, and I'm just trying to shoot a quick video before we go off to church because we have family coming over later today, and I know it's going to get really noisy. So yeah, so if you can hear anything in the background, I'm so sorry about that. Before we get into the video, please do these 4 small little things that will really help me make this channel even better. That is, if you like this video, please do like it. Also, please do subscribe and continue to grow with me. Also, you can share this video as well on social media, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere. And also, please do comment in the comment section on videos that you'd like to see from me on this channel, and just about your hair journey and anything else that you want to comment on. I will answer your comments, and it would really mean a lot to me. And also, just a massive thank you to all of you who have already subscribed and who are commenting and everything like that. I do see your comments, I do answer your comments, and I'm loving it. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, I hope we can continue to grow on this channel together. So let's get into this video. First thing is, my hair won't grow, and you know, I have seen this a lot and heard this a lot and experienced it as well in my own hair or lock journey, and that is that your locks just aren't growing at, you know, a particular speed that you want it to grow at. And I know this frustration very well because I did experience that too, but I would just have to say that a lot of it comes down to patience, depending on your hair type. And I'm not going to go into the whole, you know, add this magic cream or this magic oil and it will grow your hair, because the truth of the matter is, although these things kind of do help your hair to grow, especially keeping it moisturized is very important, a lot of it is down to genetics, and that is simply on whether you have a family line of hair that grows quickly, easily, or if it breaks off easily, then that has a factor to it as well. But of course, there are things that you can do which will, you know, help your hair to stay healthy, and that in itself will help your hair to grow. So I would definitely say to moisturize your hair a lot, and also to keep it well watered. My hair in particular is very dry, and so therefore it tends to break very easily. But I have found that having locks has helped my hair to grow, definitely to like shoulder length, chest length, back length. It really has helped it to grow. But all in all, I do notice that when my hair does start to break off and things like that, it's generally because it needs moisture. So I would say just have those two in mind. And yeah, it is definitely a frustration when your hair just isn't growing and your locks just aren't growing. But I think it just has that stage where it's just stagnant and then it just flourishes. So hold on to that and persevere. Another frustration is how to combat dandruff. Now, I have had this question pop up in my Instagram, and I have experienced dandruff. Now, I don't normally experience dandruff. I'm not the sort of person where my hair sort of flakes easily, but I have noticed when it does, I have noticed a pattern, and that's usually when I go to the hairdresser and they use their own products. Even if it's like, you know, promoting natural ingredients and things like that, depending on the ingredients that they use, my hair does have these humongous flakes, and it's gross, it's horrible. But I have noticed that that is particularly why I bring my own hair products. And so the one that I use, which I have been ranting and raving about everywhere, is Shea Moisture. I really find that does help me. And also use my own oils. I just use black castor oil. The particular brand is Jamaican black castor oil, and I do use that, and I just find that when I use those products, I just don't get dandruff really. And yeah, so I would say to answer that question is to find out the things that are causing your hair to dandruff, and of course eliminate it. Stop using it, stop doing it. And yeah, don't be afraid, particularly when you go to the hairdresser, to take your own products to the hairdresser. Don't be afraid to do that. If they're a really good hairdresser or anything like that, they will understand, because they will feel in particular that if you know your hair type, then you know that's good for them. So yeah, don't be afraid to take your own hair products. Know your what your hair reacts to, and try not to do that. I know it sounds very obvious, but yeah, don't be afraid to gravitate to you know, those professionals or anyone who's telling you, oh, these products are made with natural ingredients stuff. They may well be, but it's not good for your hair, so don't use it. How often should you wash your hair, particularly with starter locks or faux locks? And yeah, so when I started my locks, as you probably will know from watching previous videos, I started off with faux locks or locks extensions. And I recall, it was a good few years ago, but I recall not washing my hair that often. And you know, some people say to treat your locks how you would treat your normal hair and things like that, your loose hair, and that's all well and good. But of course, when you're starting out your locks, you know, you can't have too much activity or too much rigorous activity, otherwise, you know, the locks will start to come out, and so it won't help to lock it or, you know, keep it mattified. So I'd say lay off the washing, particularly speak to your loctician or who starts off your locks. They will be able to give you the best advice, particularly on your hair type, because each hair type is different, it locks quicker, you know, that sort of thing, so bear that in mind as well. But yeah, there are other ways that you can just keep your hair moisturized and keep your hair clean using a spray bottle, for example, so you don't always need to give it that vigorous wash. And when you do, just be gentle with it all. So I would say don't wash it too often, because especially when you're starting out, whether it's faux locks or otherwise, because you just need your hair to have its time to start forming. I had this question asked to me, and it was a very interesting question, and that was there any reaction to me having locks in a sort of an African household? And because my name is Nkem, you've associated that it has a connection to Nigerian roots, and yes, I am half Nigerian, but in all honesty, I never really thought about it, and I didn't have any negative reactions to my locks from my family or anything like that. Truth be told, my sister has locks, my brother-in-law had locks, my mum had locks for a short stint, so it's not necessarily preferred lock style in the family. And I suppose in general, that's probably around the whole negative connotations that locks have had in the past, you know, being smelly or associated with weed or anything like that. And that is just, those are just, you know, old ways, I suppose. I'm more of a westernized viewpoint, and that doesn't affect me, and it definitely doesn't affect the family around me. So yeah, I haven't really, although saying that, I have had experiences where I've been particularly in circles like friends or associates or anything like that, and when they have made references to locks, they'll say, oh, you know, it's a bit unprofessional looking, it's a bit messy, but you know, she has her hair very nice and it's quite neat and things like that. So yeah, I have had that sense of, you know, experience where people would associate me and my locks with looking more professional and neat looking. So yeah, but those are just mindsets and negative connotations that the more people that are having locks and rocking locks, particularly faux locks or extensions and things like that, they're seeing that it's just a beautiful style, which it is. And yeah, those negative connotations can be swept away. So another one is getting bored of your locks very easily. And yeah, I have definitely been there. In my 12 years of having locks, I have been bored of my locks. I have gotten a bit bored, I have gotten a bit frustrated with the style. So I would, in the past, I have switched up my style a bit. I've shaved the back of my hair before, I've cut my hair into a fringe, the front part into a fringe. I have dyed it. I've dyed it blonde and red and purple. I've done a lot with my locks, and I'm not saying that you could do that, because you know, some of those things are quite, you know, long-term permanent or semi-permanent, and that's not necessarily something you'll feel comfortable with doing. However, I would say just switch up your style every now and again, whether it be plaiting your hair or doing a different style like petals, and also wearing head wraps. Now, I've done a video recently on different head wraps that you can rock your locks with, and I would definitely recommend that, because you know, those are just some ways to switch it up. And yeah, I would I am very sure that whether you're starting out your locks or anything like that, you will get slightly bored along the way of the journey, but that's not a bad thing. It comes with any type of style of hair that you have, and my suggestion with that is just to switch up a bit. You know, start wearing a head wrap or put it into a different style. Play around with your locks and have fun with it. That's definitely the way that I combated that, and I definitely had fun with my locks. So guys, those were my answers, or you know, some solutions which I hope will be beneficial and helpful to you in terms of the frustrations that we just have with our locks, as much as we love them. And I hope that really did help. If it did, please do give this video a thumbs up. Also, please do the things that I had mentioned in the beginning of this video, that is subscribing to my channel, helping my channel to grow and being part of this journey. I would really love that. Also, please do comment if you have any suggestions of any videos you would like to see from me, then I'd love to hear it and I will respond back to you. And also, please do share this video and spread it wide and far, just to help this channel to grow. And thank you so much for subscribing already. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did like it, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.